Location, location, location. When it comes to real estate, most important thing is location. And when it comes to Dundas Square, that's where the action is. Walking distance, Ryerson University, Eden Center, Dundas Square, all the major hospitals are all walking distance. And we're very excited right now to work on a project that's going to be right on Yonge Dundas, just north of Yonge Dundas. Project by the name Panda Condominiums, and Lifetime Development is building that project. Today we have an opportunity to chat with Mr. Brian Brown. He is the VP of Lifetime Development. Let's have a chat with him. Hi Brian, how are you today?
I'm great, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you for having us here today.
My pleasure.
So we're here, of course, to talk about Panda Condominiums. But before we get into that, let's talk about Lifetime Development. You guys have done quite a few big projects in the city of Toronto that stand out. Bishop Condominiums, you know, your Four Seasons, Yorkville. All of these are very big projects, and pretty much you can call it a landmark. Why is it that somehow Lifetime Development always seem to pick great locations and they end up polishing their buildings where you want to live there, you want to call it home? So what is it, a secret behind Lifetime Development about location and the quality of the buildings?
Location's always important, and it's becoming tougher and tougher in today's market to find great sites like this. So when we do find a site like this, you know, it takes us many years to get it from the point of acquisition through the city permissions and zoning to sales. But when we get to that point of sales, you know, it's a big achievement, and we're very excited about it.
Right.
Lifetime's been around for 30 years. It's a family-run business. It's been passed on through the family, and for us, you know, there's certain characteristics and certain elements to our history and our past that we focus on and we carry forward in each of our developments, and that's looking for great sites. It's great design, great architecture, great interiors. It's really understanding the communities where we're building and not looking at the building in isolation, but understanding how those buildings are going to change or influence the rest of the neighborhood and the evolution of that neighborhood. And that's also why we started our own charitable foundation 4 years ago.
Great.
And we've been using that foundation to help support neighborhood initiatives and programs and other charities to make sure that we're supporting a healthy community.
So for this Panda Condominiums as well, before we get into the building again, let's talk about the location. Why, you know, Yonge Dundas? Why there's so much happening there? There's so much building coming up. Why that location?
Well, when we were able to get this property, we knew it was a fantastic property.
Yeah.
It's a large property on Edward Street, and Edward Street is 1 block north of Dundas Street. So you're right in the heart of the city. You're at Yonge Dundas, which is the highest pedestrian traffic intersection of the city. At the end of Edward Street, which is literally steps away, is Ryerson University, but we're also very close to U of T and to OCAD, so we're right by all the schools.
Right.
We're right by all the hospitals, and the TTC and the path connection is immediately across the street. So, you know, location, as you mentioned, it's so important, and that's it's where people want to live. They want to be connected. They want to be close to where the action is in the city. But at the same time, you know, they want to be close to that, but they also want to live in a place where they can call home.
Right.
And so that's also important for us. And when we build a building, we sit down with the designers and we really talk about what the lobby should feel like and what the amenities should be and who's going to live in the building. And we pay quite a bit of attention to that. So it's the fine details, I think, that we sometimes are overlooked by others. We definitely focus on it.
So a lot of action in that area, and Panda is a great spot. I believe the building Panda itself is about 30 stories.
It's 30 stories. It's 555 suites. There's 4 floors of retail commercial in the building as well. So It will be a building that will be recognized on the street. It will be iconic.
Right.
That was very important for us, was that the architecture of the building and the way that it would stand out amongst all the other buildings on that block was very important. And so we worked with the architects in designing something that would look almost like it's two buildings, but it's actually one building.
Right.
And that's why we have the white side and the black side, and that's how we got the name Panda as
Panda,
well.
right. That was actually going to be my next question. Why it's called Panda Condominiums?
It's the architecture.
Because of the
that's what started the whole discussion about black and white and what iconic animal can we think of that represents black and white. And if I said panda to you, you'd obviously think black and white right away.
Exactly.
But it's an animal that people know, people associate with, people get excited to go see at the Toronto Zoo.
Nice peaceful animal as well.
It's a nice peaceful animal. So
yeah.
And you know, it's something that I think that that people will know and will remember and will be proud to talk about as well.
And so Panda, you know, black and white, the building from outside. Are the interiors going the same kind of pattern, same kind of look?
We're not taking it too far. I mean, there is definitely a black and white influence,
right?
But it's being supported with the cast of other colors and elements that bring a little bit of life and vibrancy to the spaces.
Right.
You know, we talk about the importance of the amenity spaces in the lobby. The lobby certainly has this black and white feel to it, but with punches of color still.
Right. So we're expecting Panda to finish when?
Panda should be finished at the end of 2021, early 2022.
I don't know how you guys do it, but you guys put together excellent lobbies, and not just lobbies, of course, the building themselves and the units themselves. Today, if you were to go to Panda Condos, your Four Seasons, your Yorkville, your Bishop Condos, you walk into the lobby and you're like, okay, this is where I want to live. And it's excellent. And I'm assuming the Panda Condos would be the same.
Yeah, I'm actually very excited about the lobby for Panda. The lobby to us is very important because it really represents, it's the first experience that people will have when they walk in the front door of somebody's building, right? So we think of it as the front entrance to your home. And so it needs to reflect what you want people to feel when you walk into your home. So it doesn't matter that it's a 30-story building. The lobby is still your front door.
Right.
And for that reason, you know, we were very focused on making it look welcoming and classy and timeless.
Right. So thank you for having us here today, Brian.
Thank you.
And we're hoping to you know, really sell quite a few units in Panda Condominiums. We wish you great success in the project.
Thank you.
And we'll be seeing you very soon. Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Cheers.